Welcome to the Lakeshow podcast, presented by Jack in the Box. It's a weekly deep dive into the biggest stories and topics surrounding the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm Allie Clifton, joined by my Spectrum SportsNet co-host, Christopher McGee, and our Laker insider, Mike Bresnahan.
Hello.
I said Christopher McGee because last week someone referred to Geeter on X as
that was awesome.
A reporter. And I said his name is Christopher. Christopher McGee, we call him Geeter.
I just love that you kind of lit the person up a little bit, which I
did. I wasn't
enjoyed.
happy
And then
about
even our buddy RJ retweeted that.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Aw, you do have friends.
Shocking. Yeah.
Phenomenal.
It was a little, I mean, it's just like, reporter asked LeBron. I was like, well, I mean, Allie's like, come on. I mean,
Well,
but like, don't be a
yes.
casual fan if you're going to post that. Just, I mean, obviously, if you're a Laker fan, you know
Right.
who's asking the questions.
would you rather it said anchor?
No, probably just like Spectrum's.
Spectrum's Chris McGee.
On the postgame show, even just said on the postgame show, Jackass asked. I'm fine with that. Like, but just like it was a random reporter doing a headset interview
Right.
in Michigan.
Like one of the sidebar writers.
Yeah,
or
I think it was
something
Lakers
for a
Daily or
newspaper.
something. Just so.
Yeah.
But then it was funny. The comments were like, no. Real fans don't follow Lakers Daily. So
there
Lakers
you go.
Daily must be a casual
There you go.
person that doesn't
Nice.
live here or.
There are some things you just can't say in my ear, but I have to repeat it. Jackass McGee sounds really
Jackass
good.
McGee.
We can edit if we need to. Or bleep.
Yeah, or idiot.
Idiot.
Whatever. You can say many things. Yeah. Jackal.
How are we
Joof.
doing? How are we doing, guys? Brez, have you recovered?
Yeah, very quick trip to Portland.
What time did you wake up on Saturday? Like, what time did you like get out of your room in Portland and kind of like see the world?
It was afternoon.
Okay.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
kind of a late night. It was Bill Orm's birthday.
Did you take it deep?
Yeah, it was Billy Orm's birthday. So met up with some of the reporters.
When was his birthday?
How he's
Thursday. Yeah, Bill Orm, who used to be
So you went out with Bill on Thursday?
Yeah, and ended up meeting up with him after a little dinner. And,
how he's doing.
I didn't know that. So you had dinner and hung out, and then you went out and met
Yeah.
Bill.
Yeah.
So you did go.
Yeah. So so I kind of had a late lunch the following day.
Did you expense that?
No, the lunch I did. BT Brad Turner met up with me for lunch,
Okay.
and he came over to the team hotel, and he was pretty chill. BT
On a scale of 1 to 10, how did you feel inside the Moda Center?
like a 3.5.
Okay, 3.5,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's I could have slept a little longer probably, but
Yep.
realized I had to start my day.
Yeah.
And the pregame show is just around the corner.
Yeah.
You know what's always a cool little perk about Portland? If you know the right people, and I happen to know the right person, you can go to the Nike employee store.
Mm.
And I actually made a mistake.
Did you buy a lot of shoes?
Well, I had one pair for myself. I was going to be there for 1 hour and then out the door. I was like minute 47. I've got one pair, and you get a little discount too. Just a little something. And I texted my girlfriend. I said, took a couple pictures of women's shoes. I said, hey, do you want some too? There's a pretty good little discount here. She's like, yeah, I like this kind. All right, so now I got 2 shoe boxes. 4 minutes after that, one of her daughters texts me.
I knew it.
Hey,
Knew where this was
my
going.
mom just sent me this. Can you give me one of these? I'm like, yeah. So now I've gone from 1 to 3 in the span of like 6 minutes.
Uncle Mikey.
About 2 minutes after that, another daughter texts me. Hey, can you give me 2 pairs? I like this one and this one. So now I have to go get a shopping cart, and I'm rolling around. I had 1 in my arm, and then 2, and then I had 3, and I now need a shopping cart, Allie. So I get out with 5 pairs of shoes, and I almost missed the bus.
Someone may or may not have asked me in my ear, baffled, how many daughters does she have? It sounds like there was a lot of those.
3.
Okay.
Only heard from 2. So I'm like, guys, I got to get on the bus because they're like, I'm not sure what size. Can you open it and take a picture of it? I'm like, guys, there's a deadline. I got to get out of here. They're gonna kick me out. And so I ended up with 5 pairs of shoes.
And only 1 for you.
Only 1 for me.
Brez,
Yes.
Yeah.
we need to have a talk.
Yeah.
We're going to talk off air.
I'm just going to give you a quick spiel.
Yeah, I appreciate it because
4 of those should have been for you.
yeah, I mean I like the
And
one.
don't send photos.
I know. Trying to be.
Sorry, Allie. Let you go.
There's 2 ways you can go about this.
Yeah.
But
I need some
if
help.
you want to be the boyfriend of the year, the boyfriend dad of the year, I love the girls, all those things, especially when you're going before Christmas to the Nike store.
Yes.
It is the easiest way to be Santa Claus that you will ever
She's
be a part
right.
of.
And that's what these might be turning into. Kind of like, okay, sure.
And there's also this thing called the mail. And what you do is you buy everything and then you ship it home.
I think they've changed the rules on that from the Nike company store. Oh. I think that the rules have changed a little bit.
Okay, well, you won't be the only one getting on the airplane with 9 bags of Nike. It's going to be normal.
So, trust me, I wasn't.
Guys, I haven't been in the Nike store in 20 years. Is it still like...
Amazing?
Yes. Still amazing? Yeah. Do they have the shoes we all love there? Like,
they're all brand new.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
they'll have dunks, they'll have all kinds of stuff.
Because you're going before Christmas, nothing has been touched or picked over.
Correct.
And the only other thing I'm going to say here is I'm actually really mad that you didn't ask me if I wanted any shoes. Because
I go on the next Portland trip. When's that? Someone look that up.
Seriously.
I know. Hopefully, producer B Moore, who kind of has helped me.
You know, I've never been,
Brez.
All my years covering the Lakers from 2006.
It's a great look.
Lakers and Clippers I covered from 2006 to 2012. Just never happened to be my road trip. Yeah. And then from our network on, obviously, I've never gotten to leave the studio. Actually, I did. Sorry, I went to Denver 2 weeks before COVID, the last trip they had right before the All-Star break.
Okay. I will spend thousands of dollars.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy.
I went 6 times with Cleveland.
I
will spend thousands.
Yeah, it would be a real problem.
It's easy.
Yeah. I should actually send a thank you note for them never sending me there because that would be.
Yeah.
But it would be fun to get a lot of those shoes.
But
my kids too. Oh God.
But then the other flip side to that is you just don't tell them you're going.
Yeah, like I said, I was down to like.
Just don't tell them.
I was down to like.
There's 2 ways to do it. You can either become Santa Claus, or don't tell anybody. Okay. Yeah. Deny.
And by the way, it's very overwhelming. You walk in there.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
And it's like
And you only get so much time.
Yeah, it's row after row after row, and you're like, wow, there's Jordans, there's Dunks, there's this, there's that, there's cross training, there's golf shoes. You golf, you would have loved these shoes. Oh. I almost bought a pair that was so cool. I don't even golf. I actually asked the Nike guy. I'm like, can you walk around like
Kenny Ray enjoyed that one. I like saying Kenny Ray.
Yeah, the guy's like, yeah, you want to just keep those to grass.
I'm so jealous.
But it took me like half an hour to get my bearings. I haven't been there in 15 years either.
We're not going to tell the whole story, but I'm just saying like I'm jealous of his whole trip.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like your dinner.
I wish.
We're not going to talk about
the best story we can't even talk about.
Yeah, but man, this is a hell of a trip.
It was good. It was good. And Saturday, I just kind of when you
seems like we're not going to get into it, but you bonded with Darvin.
Yeah, it's good to see Darvin. Yeah, it's always good to see like coaches and players away from the arena, away from the practice facility, and that's what when you go on the road, Allie, as you know. That's when this stuff happens. Like you see guys in the lobby of the hotel where they're staying. Hey, what's going on? How you doing? And it was good. It was good. Yeah.
Well, your kicks look great.
Thank you.
The other story that we can't tell.
Now that I think about it.
Brez got one pair of shoes,
and
the rest are hopefully going to be Christmas presents. So he's a good guy.
Sir.
Yeah.
Might have drank some good wine, maybe. Who knows? Sucker.
It's for the late night after dark. Do you guys think that these microphones just get closer? We talk about it
Mike
every
keeps
time.
wandering in on me.
I really like it.
Shall we talk about LeBron James?
Yes. And the Chiefs Eagles are tonight, so let's.
Yep, let's get on it. Got it. 37
Trainers,
points.
Eagles.
The Eags.
For LeBron. He's had 5 30-point games. You guys are still talking about football.
Yeah. He's really
and
good.
2 of them back to back. He's good. Yeah.
He has like 72 points in the last 2 nights?
All I know is I saw that he is 5 points away from being the first ever and only ever to reach 39,000.
Oh man, he's gonna go to 40K and beyond.
That's crazy.
Yeah. He's gonna get 41.
So like, it's funny. I think Andrew told me the stat the other day. Andrew Miller, graphics producer. We were going on air, and he said, "So only one time in a player's 21st season, because there's only been 6 or 7 now. I remember that." Has a guy scored 30, and it was Dirk in his last game ever. Like, put him in there and let him shoot,
Whoa.
And he got 30. LeBron just does it, and he's only played in 13 games, and he's got it 5 times already. And I mean, we were showing stats last night, like, individual fast break points or top 10 scores in the league and what their ages are, and it's like 25, 23, 27. The oldest guy is like 29. Then you get a KD in there, it's 35. And then it's LeBron. He's like
I like
15
that graphic.
years older than everybody.
It's unbelievable.
And that's the thing, like, you can have your GOATs, whoever they might be. It's Jordan for a lot of us, Kobe, Kareem, they all get mentioned, LeBron, of course. But, like, no one has ever done what he's doing in terms of the just this longevity.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous. I think he looks the same as he did 3 seasons ago. I can't tell the difference. I mean, obviously the 2020 season when they won Brez, he was at another level. But he's been, I don't know. He's not like slowing down. I mean, he's got Father Time on the ropes, and he's beating the crap out of him. We all know Father Time eventually will get off the mat and throw the haymaker.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, He's playing games with them.
It's amazing.
He's playing games with them.
I think too, like the want and the desire, as we kind of referenced him taking to Instagram to remind everyone about him not just coming to LA to do movies. But today to see him, he kind of did a Instagram story of being in that hyperbaric chamber to the cold tub to then normateching. And I just think too, to get up every single day and live this routine of what your body needs. That's like also
like half your life
impressive.
you're doing. Yeah, like you're right, Allie. Like the window is short, right? But it's been like he's doing this for a long time.
I also had this moment last night. Sometimes I like to, on my way home, I like to stop and get Taco Bell.
The one that I've never been to on Sepulveda.
I still don't understand how that's possible.
I don't. I've had it from there, but I've never personally gone in that drive.
I either do Taco Bell or
23 years.
McDonald's. And for some reason, it's always when I'm talking to Geeter on the phone. And last night, I decided not to tell my secret. And so I waited in the parking lot several times and watched cars go in front of me in the drive-thru. Because I'm like,
wow.
I don't want to tell them that I'm in Taco Bell parking lot right now. It's 11 o'clock at night. But I truly had a thought after I order my same order that I order every
What's the order?
freaking time.
Real
Cheesy
quick.
gordita crunch and a chicken quesadilla. Mild sauce.
By the way, this is presented by
sometimes-
Jack in the Box, so we do go there sometimes.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
100%. That's more so lunchtime.
Yeah.
Having said that,
Good job.
I was leaving and I thought to myself, I bet you LeBron has never had Taco Bell. Or when was the last time LeBron allowed himself to have Taco Bell?
That's it. When next time you guys have him on road tripping, like when's the last time you had fast food?
Yeah.
But here's the thing, like maybe like when the off season comes, they like for a week, maybe allow
Get a little crazy.
themselves. But I don't
I
know
haven't.
because it gets harder and harder the older you get. So you have to kind of stay in that mode.
I have Jack in the Box Taco Bell 4 days a week. Anyways.
Wow.
No, you do not.
Allie's power regimen.
Yeah, I do.
No, you do
do.
not.
Yep. I do.
That's impressive.
Allie, I feel like you
Is
eat
it
healthy.
disgusting? Anyways,
No.
moving on. He's great.
He's great.
Anthony Davis. How about this stat? Fouled out for the first time in a Laker uniform. That is confirmed. Only 4 times, I believe, producer trainer said.
I don't think I
In
would
his
have.
career.
I would not have bet on that. I would have had to like rack my brain, but I don't
Yeah, it's
remember found
bizarre.
out. But I would have bet he had.
Someone that plays in the paint.
Yeah.
It's kind of an interesting stat.
Yeah.
It was a bummer on the fourth quarter because he couldn't. You could tell he was trying not to foul out.
Right.
So Şengün started to get hot and take it kind of at him, which was really smart. This is what frustrates us when other teams have guys in foul trouble and we don't. There was a game earlier in the year, it gets slipping my mind, who was in foul trouble. We didn't go at him at all. And you're like, go at him. That's what you're supposed to do. And I wish we still had that challenge because I think Şengün was still sliding a little bit and would have been a block.
You love saying his name, too. That's your guy.
Şengün.
I did understand
Baby
why
Jokic.
Darvin used the first one, though, because he picked up his third, right?
And it was a
First
clear
half.
foul, and it was in the second quarter. None of us liked it here either.
Yeah.
But that's people giving Darvin info. Don't you have to say, like, don't use it now. It's second quarter, and he fouled him.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's true.
I mean,
Like,
it's-
if you're gonna try to challenge a call, where your guy fouls somebody, you better know, or at least be really close.
I will say this. Yeah, it's a bummer he fouled out for sure. I thought he looked much better last night than the previous 2 games. I was at the game, Sacramento here in LA.
You mean like visibly?
Physically, yeah.
Yeah.
The second night of that back-to-back here against Sacramento, he didn't look good at all.
That was
And there was a big theme after the game.
I was concerned.
Yeah. And then Portland, he had a slow first half as well. He didn't quite seem like himself in Portland either. So to see him putting up numbers again, against a young team with a decent record, better than people expected.
Yeah.
I was just kind of relieved about that. The fouling out, that's a great stat, Allie. I mean, that's kind of crazy. But I feel like he looked a lot more like himself than he did the previous 2 games for sure.
That's actually a great point, and you can see it when you're there a little harder on TV. But
That Sacramento game was
laboring
weird.
is what I always say. I don't know if that's the right word, but like you can tell when he is really struggling.
Yep.
to
Yeah.
move. So yeah, that's a good point that he was doing better.
Yeah.
Like you were laboring in Portland.
Yeah, absolutely. He was laboring against Sacramento. I was laboring in Portland. Yeah.
Before we move on to what's to come, what do you guys like about the defense in the third quarter specifically? Held them to just 20 points, forced 9 turnovers. By the way, I know you guys have talked about it, but even just the energy and the buzz downtown, when I talk with Rich and Channing on the Road Tripping podcast, the Rockets are not a team to sleep on anymore.
No. You know, when a team, it's like when Sacramento finally became that team, when Memphis became that team, like, and Rockets aren't there yet. OKC, and they're not there yet. But there comes a time where these young teams that just build up all these draft picks and guys become good and they fall off and they're young and you can beat them up. They're not good. They're not good for year after year after year. And all of a sudden they add a veteran or two. And all of a sudden you look and you're like, oh, they're actually better than you thought. I thought. That's the Rockets. They're not a playoff team.
Nope.
But they
Not
are
yet.
where Sacramento was a couple years ago. Like they're
or
building.
maybe OKC. Maybe they'll be OKC in a couple years. Remember, they had to kick off one of the really big scorers from the last couple years, Kevin Porter, before the season because of off the court incidents.
Yeah.
So he's like 18, 19 points a game too.
Yeah.
I feel like they're a little inflated because they beat the Lakers without AD.
Yep.
They beat Sacramento
They've
twice.
only won at home.
Yeah. They
No
beat
De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, Sacramento twice, no De'Aaron Fox. They beat Denver without Jamal Murray. So their record's a little inflated.
But they
still,
compete.
Yeah, they
Dylan Brooks and Fred VanVleet were great for them.
Yeah, those
they
are
are
good
great
pickups.
for them
Yeah.
because those guys are tough guys. They bring a sort of moxie, a sort of swag with them, and they're competitive dudes. And young guys need to be around those guys. Those guys are perfect for that franchise.
By the way, have you seen the West? I looked at the standings today.
It's not fun.
Minnesota and OKC are the top two teams in the West right now. It's
I actually
so
looked
crazy.
at that, too.
I was on a text chain where a couple of buddies of mine were talking about this today. Like top 6 in the West, super gnarly, and no guarantees because you already. I mean, listen, you're going to put the Nuggets in there.
Oh yeah,
right. Unless I'm saying.
By the way,
you're going to put
Michael
the Kings
Malone
in there.
just got ejected.
Who did?
Mike Malone in the first quarter.
He did.
Put that in your pipe.
You're going to put the
Detroit.
Kings in there, most likely. There's guarantees for top 6.
Yeah.
And I mean, right now you're thinking the Timberwolves.
Mm-hmm.
So that means like
And the
those
Lakers
other
are
3
6 right
spots, Lakers, Suns, Dallas, Warriors are in trouble right now, right? Like there's just it's crazy. OKC, like
OKC's number 2 right now.
Pelicans are playing hard, playing well. So it's
the Clippers figure it out.
Oh God,
Maybe,
Clippers, of course,
know?
the
There's
Clippers
too
are
much
going to be in
talent
the.
to not be at least in the top 8.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So it's steal your word. It's gnarly.
Yeah.
West. It's
just
unbelievable.
the top 6 though is brutal.
Because people thought OKC were going to be better. Not this quickly though. This is quick.
Yeah.
Who knows if they can sustain it? I think they're
I don't know either. I definitely have
9-2.
them in that top 8 this year going into the season. I thought they were ready to take that jump, but I didn't have them.
But like as they play in?
Yeah, I think they're in
Right.
that
Right.
7-8 range. I still see them there.
But Chet Holmgren, under the radar rookie of the year.
Yeah.
He's the second choice right now, so it's not like
Wemby's
shocking. But
a lock.
But the problem with
Let's get
Wemby, they're like 2-12. The Spurs, they're terrible.
But that doesn't matter for rookie of the year.
Correct.
Yeah,
correct.
you could be on the worst team in the league.
Yeah.
Rookie of the year, totally different. I agree with you with like most improved.
Yeah.
Also, that stuff
But if
matters.
OKC goes from, what were they last year, 11th,
Yeah.
12th in the West? To,
Well, that's why Shai Gilgeous is now first team All NBA.
yeah.
I mean,
yeah. He's that good.
And,
It's a good team. That's a
yeah.
scary team. Josh Giddey.
And all of a sudden, like, look at the young guys that are really taking big jumps. Tyrese Halliburton is now.
Mm-hmm.
There's a guy that can win most improved, right? Like all of a sudden, he's jumping up to the All NBA stuff.
Tyrese Maxey helping
Tyrese
out
Maxey's on
producer
fire.
Ryan.
Yeah,
Probably come back.
Sixers are.
most improved player of the year.
I love when a player leaves a team who thinks he's bigger than the team and who is a quote unquote superstar. I just like it when they leave.
Who are we talking about?
When they leave. No, I like it when a guy like that leaves and wants out, and that team is actually better when they leave because they all can play and they just have like a weight lifted off them. The Sixers are a better team.
Mm-hmm.
Better team now. It's weird. It's weird to say that because they lost a player like Harden, but they just weren't playing.
They're fun to watch too.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Well, actually, other guys get the ball now.
Mm-hmm.
Let's dip into some sound because the in-season tourney on Tuesday, so the day this drops tonight, the Lakers are undefeated, and LeBron discussed after the game the importance of the final game in group play.
Anytime we get an opportunity to have, a meaningful game or any game, on our home floor in front of our home fans, I think that's big time. So, right now with the in-season tournament, we have an opportunity on Tuesday, like you said, to secure a home court for the quarterfinal. Utah's been playing, some pretty good ball as of late, so we look forward to the matchup.
I mean, for me, anytime I play, the game, you compete to win, and in that sense, it's different. But it'd be cool to say you won the first in-season tournament. We're 3-0 right now. Have a chance to go 4-0 against Utah, and go to Vegas to compete for that. So we're definitely looking forward to that.
Yeah, I mean, I still don't know the rules. Like, I don't know. So next game, if we win next game, we're going to Vegas for sure?
If you beat Utah, you have a home game in the quarterfinal to try to get to Vegas for the semi.
So we don't know yet until...
If you beat Utah, you would be the 1 or the 2 seed in the West.
Oh, okay.
And then you would be in the quarterfinal.
Okay.
But you have to win the quarterfinal to get to Vegas for the semi.
Okay. Yeah, we of course want to go, like you say,
I didn't know that.
Yeah. We're 3-0 now, so, but, like he said, every game is like, for us, is like very important, We have a bigger goals, so we just trying to figure it out ourselves, and we trying to win the games every time. So yeah.
I sense an opportunity for me.
Yes.
I'm going to be there tomorrow night, and then I want you to follow up. Sorry, I just wanted to jump in real quick. So when I'm talking to these guys, I think how I'm going to sell it is, if you guys get to the finals and win, you each get $500,000. I get $150 of that $500. See if they buy it.
That's a great question.
Yeah.
What
Rui has no clue. If I tell Rui I get 100,000 of the 5,
You should start with tip LeBron and AD. Because the money probably feels different.
it feels different.
Yeah.
Rui punched me in the face.
What are you offering? Are you offering like a nice backstage package? Are you gonna?
It's like, listen, 100 grand goes to the Spectrum Fund,
Okay.
which in turn is me.
Okay.
I was about to say.
Okay.
I'll
And
divvy out a
maybe
little
they'll
to
be
you
on
guys.
backstage Lakers episodes, like a nice little.
150,000.
You want
Will
150K?
please?
Got it.
Will you please start every question that you ask in the locker room?
If I got 500K for them winning and they gave it to me, one of them, I would share it with you guys all.
How much?
Probably I would allocate $100,000, and I would take our crew and everyone that works on our shows, and I would divvy it out.
Oh.
And there would be,
How much would I
there
get?
would be a tier, like tier 1 gets more than tier 2 and 3.
What-
That's life.
What tier am I in?
That's life.
So depending what day it is.
Come on,
What tier am I
tier
in?
1, bud.
Am I at the top of the top?
I don't know. I mean,
What do I need to do?
if I can get me invited to the lake house.
Goodbye.
That lake house is special.
Goodbye. We're not even
See
talking
that all of a
about
sudden I
that.
got dropped.
You could either be, you're off. You could either be a Rui and an Austin who have no idea still what's going on in the tournament. Rui was literally like a child
That
being
is
told that he's going
amazing.
to Disneyland for the first time.
Yeah.
Or you could be like Steph Curry. Guys, it's really straightforward. It's really simple. Did you
It's
guys see that bite?
Yeah, it's
No
not
way.
that
He's
hard.
like, it's not a big deal. You
He's
either
so annoyed.
you in the pool, you're in the quarterfinals.
Really freaking easy.
When you break it down like that, it is.
Yeah.
6 teams.
But he's like,
automatic
so
bids.
we win on tomorrow. We're going to Vegas.
How about when Trudell's like, and Rui's like so into it, and then Trudell's just, and then Reeves is kind of like, oh, I didn't know that.
Reeves is trying to hide
They
a
have
smile.
not talked 1 second about it. It's pretty amazing. Hey guys, it's not.
They're getting there. I think they understand if they win tomorrow, they're probably the top seed in the quarterfinals. So.
Well, you host a game. That's also important.
Correct.
It's a regular season game at home. That matters.
Yep,
That's how I would sell it.
I agree.
He says, yeah, we want to go to Vegas, obviously.
He's like, wait, we win Tuesday, we go to Vegas?
Allie, you might be going to Vegas.
You're on the books for that.
Semis.
If they go to
finals.
Vegas, you go to Vegas.
Yeah.
You get a Vegas.
I want to
you
be
get
you.
a Vegas.
I want to
get
be
a
you
Vegas.
when I grow up.
Huh?
I want to be you when I grow up.
Good try.
If you do convince them to give you 100K or 150K,
Yeah.
are you going to have Aki, the sushi chef, come here
Bro,
every game night
great
for like the whole rest of the year?
call.
Yeah,
That'd be a great call.
Yeah. He's the best.
I still would like to know what tier I'm in.
Oh, a lot of shots. in
Nice
Shellback.
party at Shellback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Throw a company party.
Oh, I love that.
Oh, the Christmas
All
party.
right. say
R.I.P.
yes,
the
Bree.
Christmas party. I would throw us a Christmas party.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Why, were you at the first? You were at the first ever Christmas party for this network.
Brez, I've been to every single one, buddy.
Yeah.
Never missed one.
Ah,
in my
Yeah,
life.
you could actually pay the
awesome.
cab with real money. Thanks, Dave. That was a good one. For those of you that don't know, he was trying to pay a real establishment with Monopoly money. No big deal.
No big deal.
You're going to be down at the game. Is this your first time since last season?
Since the playoffs, yeah.
Are you excited?
I am.
Yeah, what are you looking forward to?
I want to see what the new suites look like down there on the old lower level.
Oh, yeah.
There's like suites
The
in the
bunker
corner or something. I
suites.
can't picture it. Everyone's trying to tell me about it.
I hope we, our Spectrum cameras get a shot of you sitting in one of the seats.
Could you?
I
Have
would
you
die.
ever seen them? Have you ever gone in
Backstage
there?
geek.
I haven't gone
A
in.
friend of mine was in there.
I'm not allowed. I don't have a pass to get in
Yeah.
there. But from out in the arena,
I
they
heard
look
it's
cool.
cool.
Yeah,
But
but I've
you-
heard the suite's really nice.
Yeah.
Oh, you get to see the restroom, the media room.
I am curious to see all of that.
That's
Yeah.
a good word. Yeah.
And I love the seat that we all have at the game. I love sitting
Oh,
there.
it's the best. Yeah.
Love just being down there at the action. I love getting my little food right before the game. I got my whole routine.
Saw.
It's a very special night when you get to go down.
Jason Bateman's been sitting in that corner.
I was
a
just
lot
that's
lately.
who. Yep.
Yeah.
I saw him last night
You
with
saw
his
him
kiddos.
last night.
Yeah, he's cool.
Very
Yeah, I
few
love
guys.
him.
who-
Marty Bird.
Very few actors and celebs, whatever,
Love him.
walk past us where we sit, stop me in my tracks. But Jason Bateman did. I was like,
Yeah.
oh my God, that's Jason Bateman.
Loved
You'd
him.
never guess.
Loved him since he
No,
was
he
a
seems
kid.
like such a nice guy.
Yeah.
Since he was a kid.
Yeah.
Been the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always fun to be down there with Big Game.
Oh yeah.
You know, he's
Speaking
Oh
of
my
celebrities,
God, it's a
it's
whole nother
literally
ball
like
game.
he's a way bigger celebrity than anybody else
he's giant. He's probably bigger than Jason Bateman at Laker games.
at Laker games.
He
Yes.
is, yeah.
Shout out to Big Game's daughter, Sierra. I saw her last night.
Oh, nice.
with her beverage, looking cute as ever.
Cute as ever.
I was like, girlfriend.
She's styling.
Yeah, she always is. All right, Lakeshow fans, remember, you can be a part of the show each week. Feel free to send us your questions, comments. We'd love to hear from you. We're going to take a quick break, but when we return, it's around a bucket or brick. Welcome back to Lakeshow Podcast, presented by Jack in the Box. If you're enjoying the show, you can check out more original podcasts from our Spectrum News journalists on the Spectrum News app. Just head to the podcast section to listen to the latest episodes. You can download the Spectrum News app on the App Store or Google Play. Time for Around a Bucket or Brick, presented by Jack in the Box. We start off with Rui Hachimura, who talked about the LBJ and Dylan Brooks matchup. He had some interesting thoughts.
I don't know what's the beef between those two guys, but I know they've been doing it for a while. Especially last year, the playoff. They had things going on, but for Braun, it's nothing. It's just it's actually good for him. He need that motivation, so it's actually bring him more to the game. And as you guys seen, it's whatever he's doing, and it doesn't do anything to him. He actually score more. He gets rebound more. And then we've been winning. So it's those are things just Dylan Brooks. He just wanna be part of it. His legacy, I guess.
Bucket or brick?
Top 5 answers of all time on this network.
Dylan, that and so we win tomorrow, we're going to Vegas. Yeah. 100%. Bucket or brick? Dylan Brooks just wants to be a part of LeBron's legacy.
You want to go, Brez?
I'm going to brick this. I don't think he's thinking it out that far in advance. I mean, obviously he wants to antagonize him, but I think he wants to antagonize any superstar, especially in a playoff series. I don't think he's targeting LeBron. That just happens to be, like if he was playing against KD, I think he would have said similar stuff last season, like old man, blah, blah, blah. I just think he goes after everybody.
I'm going to bucket it just because you didn't and just because I don't want to argue with Rui. I just think it's incredible. I mean, he's literally changed just the narrative of everything. Like, we loved it. It helped us win a series, propelled us to the Western Conference. I mean, he has put fire on, lighter fluid on a small little fire, and it's just burning out of control. And he's right. When LeBron plays him, it's another level. It's freaking awesome.
By the way, it cost him his team. Memphis did not bring him back, reportedly, in part because of his antics.
Okay,
worked out for him, though.
And here's the deal.
But he got paid.
It's not about
he got a great contract.
It's not that he wants to be
Houston.
part of LeBron's legacy. I think what it is that you have to go into a new school and you have to find the biggest bully or whatever, and you have to go after that guy. He was trying to be that guy that's LeBron's washed, can't go left. It's just the way he thought he had to be for his team, and he was wrong.
He failed spectacularly.
He failed spectacularly. And this in our country, we love when people fail spectacularly. This is who we are.
But I think if they were playing the Warriors, he would have made fun of Draymond or Steph or some other veteran,
The one thing I will say is he never backed down. He never backed out of that role, which was kind of impressive. People could have easily have folded.
He's actually playing great now. He was so bad in that series.
Terrible.
It was awesome for us. But he was awesome last night.
Bucket or brick, regardless of injuries, Cam Reddish should remain in the starting lineup.
Oh, you mean like when Vando and... Yes. Yeah, he's staying. Well, yeah, because I think Torian goes out. I think Vando goes in. Mm-hmm. That's the way I see it.
Yeah, what a revelation. The Lakers, this has just been such a nice pickup for them. A very late signing compared to some of the other free agent signings. And not as late as Christian Wood, but yeah, great pickup. Great pickup.
Need defense, Allie.
Yeah.
He provides that.
Hitting those threes.
He's really big, so he can guard different. That's the thing with Rui is not playing as many minutes as I would like right now. But the problem is if LeBron and AD are playing that many minutes, then Rui, he's not going to be able to play as much because he's not able to get out to those wings like some of those other guys can. So that's where Rui can't get those minutes. So I think Vando slides into the starting role eventually, and Torian comes off the bench. My opinion.
Bucket or brick, you are concerned with LeBron's minutes load early on. Played 39 last night.
I hate bucketing this because I don't think about it much, but it's just it's still so early in the season. He's just playing so many minutes. So, you hope in December and January he's not as tired. I don't like bucketing it, but yeah, I guess I'm concerned a little bit. I don't think about it in the game. I never look at I don't care, but yeah, when it's presented to me and
when you have to think big picture,
and we're only in mid-November.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it doesn't concern him, or at least publicly.
It doesn't,
at
all.
But they've already had a couple OT games. He's had some high 30-minute regulation games. I mean, it's a lot different from the first game when they were like, oh, we're going to recommend 28 to 30 for him and see how long
he's
that
needed
goes.
to carry the load.
Yeah,
and we haven't had a full team. I'd be interested if we do have a full team.
That's the thing.
Is Gabe Vincent back and Vando's there? Does he play a little less minutes? Maybe.
Yeah, hopefully
but
those
right
guys
now,
are back soon.
you're not winning games without him playing
100%.
that many minutes.
Yeah, they're
They're
not
book wins.
They're not 2-10 like they were a year ago.
No.
If LeBron's not playing like he does now, but they're not. They're like a little under 500 if he's not playing the way he is now.
It's 14 games.
6 and 8.
The definition of MVP is like the most valuable player, like what he can do for that team.
Yeah.
He would have to be in the conversation. I know.
I was going to say, is he in that conversation right now?
Well, it's only 14 games, but
It's
has
going
to
on
be.
Twitter right now.
And they're only 8-6, but like he has to be because he literally is at 38 years old winning games after game after game. Now they haven't beaten a good team yet. Oh, the Clippers. I take that back. And the Suns without all
On
their
the road.
guys. Yeah. But that duel with KD both times was incredible.
Yeah, that was fun.
That's the big stage. That's the two best players of a generation.
Yep.
It's funny. You see KD in all these like stats where LeBron is. KD's right there too, like 35.
He's close. He's coming.
He's dominating everybody still. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Prior to the Rockets game, LeBron put a picture on his Instagram story of his stat line against the Blazers with the caption, "But I just came here to make movies, though. Ain't that what y'all said?" He spoke about why he posted the story after the win against the Rockets. Take a listen.
Because sometimes you need to remind folks. Yeah, the graphic said it's my 108th 30-point game with the Lakers, so sometimes you need to remind people. So that's what it was.
That was our graphic, LeBron.
Yeah.
Bucket of bricks. Sometimes you have to remind people who you are. Geeter over here, he walks around reminding people every single day who he is.
Not a reporter.
No shame. Not a reporter.
Not just a nameless, faceless reporter.
That's why I deserve to be in the top tier, because I'm out here defending you.
You're in the top tier, first of all. And second of all, it's a bucket. You absolutely have to remind people. You absolutely have to use that for fuel. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
You need something to motivate you. Are you making fun of me over there? Are you doing this? What was that all?
No, producer trainer was going on with you and in support of you, and I was like, but I can't say the words out loud. Sorry.
I lost my train of thought. But bottom line is, we don't need a rant from me anyways. But yes, you have to remind people. It's what the greatest. That's what the best do. That's what the best do.
When Mark Cuban, 10 plus years ago, right when Twitter was getting good, Mark Cuban said maybe the Lakers should amnesty Kobe Bryant.
Yes.
And amnesty means cut him, waive him, cut your losses early.
Strong word.
Yep.
Kobe went out very shortly after that, played a game against Dallas, and beat the crap out of him. Kobe, not a big Twitter guy.
Yep.
That right after the game, he wrote amnesty that in all caps.
It was his first tweet he ever sent.
I believe you're right.
It was one of the greatest tweets of all time.
So sometimes
That's amazing.
A year later or 2 years later, he hits the game-winning buzzer shot in and he says amnesty.
Amnesty that.
And a little known fact, that's the only tweet I've ever had to take down.
Why'd you have to take
Because
that?
I was chilling at home, having a cup of pops, so excited, looking at all the highlights and all that stuff. And I tweeted out Kobe Bryant saying amnesty that, something about how great it was. It's basically him telling Mark Cuban to suck it. And, they didn't love it here. Lakers didn't love it and took it down.
And I love Cuban.
By the way,
he cracks me
to this
up.
day, I'd love that tweet.
Yeah, the whole
Because he
thing's
basically
great.
was telling Cuban to suck it. That's what that meant. Amnesty that.
Yeah.
So I stand by the tweet, but I understood. I'm in a different role now.
Yeah. Not a reporter?
No,
You're
not a
host?
reporter. Not a random dude sitting on his couch drinking beers. Nope. You're in a high-profile position. Take the tweet down.
Yeah, the greats have to
Dumbass.
remind people from time to time. Yeah.
Idiot. See, all those things, they're all coming back. It's coming back to the beginning of the show. Goof.
I think when you're home tonight watching
Reporter.
the Chiefs-Eagles game, you should remind us by tweeting out a few things of your greatness. Just kind of.
So you know what I'll do is I'll have the game on, and I'll have
Yeah.
you guys on the iPad, so I'll be able to watch both.
Why do we have to be on the iPad? We should be on the big screen.
Allie, when was the last time you watched a non-game night show at 7 o'clock at Spectrum Sports?
Allie
Every night.
takes notes.
Every night.
A non-game night. You have not watched
Yes.
a non-game night Spectrum show from us in
Yes, I just did.
5 years. No
I
chance.
just did. The one with Beto? Yes, I just did. You're
Beto?
welcome. You're welcome. Just such a lie. I was in Phoenix. Having said that, I do watch it.
There's no way you've watched a show in 4 or 5 years.
Right.
Your first year, you're all excited. You're watching the shows, and then
No, I clearly need to because
Ellie-
last night I was not great.
Do you take notes on yourself still? Like, I could have
Dude,
looked
way past that. She's way past that.
You're way past.
Oh, excuse me.
You are. You don't care about that stuff anymore.
After last night, yes, I do.
You and Trudell are really taking last night hard. You're really overrating it.
Man, no, it's rough. Be in my
You
shoes.
jumble one word, 2 words. I do stuff 15 times a night.
I jumbled 19 words in 34 words.
Okay.
In a matter of 34 words.
Taking it hard.
God, it was brutal.
Trudell's taking
You're welcome
Darvingham,
for
correcting
caring
him
about
hard.
my job.
Yeah.
If I didn't care about my job, you would be working a lot more than you do.
You know
All
what?
These half days.
You know what? Get better. Keep working at your craft. No more mess ups like that. You're absolutely right. Get your you know what together.
Maybe you should do the show tonight. I'm still mentally not okay. Okay, we're gonna wrap up with this.
This had sick day written all
Happy
over it.
Thanksgiving to all of you, because the next time we record won't be till after Thanksgiving.
Oh.
Thanksgiving is Thursday, so we wish all of you. I was gonna say Merry Christmas.
Our next podcast is after Christmas. That's what you were going to say.
Taking a sabbatical.
Having said that, Thanksgiving this week, bucket or brick, stuffing is the best Thanksgiving side.
I feel like I bucketed a lot this
Is
time.
it the best, Kenny Ray? I mean, I love stuffing. Is it the best?
What was that?
I'm gonna go mashed
There's
potatoes.
so many.
Mashed potatoes and
Stuffing
gravy.
on turkey.
Yeah, you got to get the gravy boat. Just soak
Homemade
your
cranberry
soak
sauce.
your
For
mashed
some
potato-
reason, why is it
cranberries are
so
good, too.
good on turkey
Yeah.
and stuffing? I think stuffing is great when you combo everything and you have that one bite with the turkey, the gravy, the mashed taters,
Yeah.
the cranberry, and the stuffing all in one bite. Put it on a sandwich. Trust me, everybody, that's your tip of the day. When you're feasting on Friday, think
Yeah.
of me and that sandwich. You put a layer of stuffing. The cranberry sauce goes onto the bread, by the way. Then the stuffing, little mashed tater, gravy, turkey, bang,
Mashed
bang.
tater.
Nice.
King
Stuffing's on the podium, right, Ellie? It's like the bronze medalist. Where's on your
definitely tier 1. I'm not a big stuffing person.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's tier 2 for you.
T-
Stuffing.
I don't even know if it
Oh.
makes tiers.
tier 4.
I love stuffings. I'm saying like I love stuffing.
On that, we are done. Thanks to you for listening to the Lakeshow
what they call
podcast.
block and
The
bubbles.
reporter over here loves stuffings.
That's what I
Don't
used to
forget
say
it.
on the
Presented
AVP.
by
All my
Jack in the
friends
Box.
laugh.
If you
I
like
love
what you hear, leave us a
stuffings.
rating and review on your favorite podcast app. We want to hear from you. Send us your questions. Hit us up on X at Allie Clifton, at Gator3, at Mike_Bresnahan. Until next time.
Happy Thanksgiving.
I got you.